Sweden! What are you doing? Can't get any more clown world than this. Peter Sweden here. You cannot believe what Sweden is doing now. This is beyond belief. So there is this 24-year-old girl in Sweden called Miranda Andersson. She is an American citizen and she's currently in Sweden studying for her master's degree. She's only a couple of months away from taking her master's degree when all of a sudden the Swedish migration office has decided to deport her back to America. I am not joking with you. And you can't believe the reason why. This is the most insane thing I have ever seen. So here we have a good example of a good migrant to Sweden who has integrated well into society. She speaks Swedish fluently. She is studying for a master's degree at university, and she even has a part-time job at a reputable PR company. But now Sweden is deciding to deport her. And the reason that the Swedish migration office has now decided to deport her back to America is because she paid some money to her parents' bank account in America because she thought the money would be safer in their hands. Now, the Swedish government wants people, well, I guess it kind of depends what kind of migrant you are, but she, if being from America, has to prove that she can be able to take care of herself in Sweden so that she has money to survive on. So, okay, I mean, that's fair enough. So her parents paid her back the money into her bank account in Sweden, so she has more than enough money to survive on and take care of herself. And on top of that, I mean, she's already paid $24,000 out of her own pocket to pay for the university fees already. So I mean, she's already proven she can take care of herself. But no, the migration office, that's not acceptable for them. They think it's strange that she all of a sudden got this money sent over from America from her parents. So she sends the money to parents' bank account because she thinks they'll be safer. But then when they tell her that she needs to have money to prove that she has money in Sweden, the parents send it back to her. But no, then it's strange apparently that she received money from her parents in America. They don't accept it, so she still has to leave Sweden and go back to America. And she is she's a good example of a good migrant Swedish. She speaks fluently Swedish, she has a part-time job at a PR company, and she's only a couple of months away from taking her master's degree. And Sweden wants to deport her all because she paid money to her parents' bank account and then back. They thought that suspicious. And I mean, her mother is actually a CEO at a financial banking company in America. So I mean, it's not like she's really dirt poor, to say that way. I mean, she can easily get financing to stay in Sweden and survive on. You know, that's not a problem at all. But no, Sweden wants to deport her. Meanwhile. And here is the thing that makes this all so clown world. Meanwhile, returning ISIS terrorists coming to Sweden from Syria, they get free houses, welfare benefits, debt cancelment, special protected identity so that neighbors can't find out who they are, that they've actually been fighting in Syria. So they get special protected identities. Some of them get free driving lessons. All to better help them integrate back into Swedish society. And you know, I guess I probably think I have a feel that this American student probably speaks better Swedish as well than these returning terrorists. So I'm kind of going to say that Miranda, a 24-year-old student, have a part-time job, speaks fluently Swedish, an American citizen, but living in Sweden, I'm probably going to say that she is a lot more of benefit to Swedish society than a returning murderer from who has been fighting for a terrorist group in Syria and Iraq. I'm going to say that the American girl is going to be a lot better, bring a lot more benefit to Swedish society than these other guys who the Swedish government is giving all kinds of free stuff to. It doesn't make sense. It's upside down. It's a clown world. I mean, I really cannot think of anything stupider to do for a country than than this. I mean, I reported earlier on as well, I mean, this is the first time that Sweden is doing something like this. I mean, in one of my other videos I talked about how Sweden is deporting a Christian Iranian refugee fleeing persecution in Iran. And they're deporting her back to Iran because it was her own fault that she converted to Christianity. So sorry, they couldn't help her. But no, these other guys returning from Syria and Iraq, yeah, they're completely fine to help in Sweden. They get free houses benefits, free driving lessons, debt cancelment, you know, you name it. Luckily for the Iranian woman, she actually has Hungary actually offered her asylum in Hungary because they said that they wanted Hungary to be the vice prime minister of Hungary actually said that they want Hungary to be a safe country for Christian refugees. So at least she's got a safe country there. But I mean, this American citizen getting deported from Sweden. I mean, I'm probably going to say that she probably has a better life in America than in Sweden. She's probably going to be better off in the USA than in Sweden at the moment, you know. For a start, I mean, it's safer in the USA. I mean, in Sweden, 1 in 8 Swedish women will be raped during her lifetime, according to the latest statistics. So that's not a very safe country to be in for women. I mean, for the long term, it probably isn't that bad that she has to go back to the USA, because honestly, it's probably a better country at this point to live in than Sweden, for sure. So yeah, what do you think of this, guys? Make sure to leave a comment below, hit the like button to help this video get more views, share this all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, and make sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter as well. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and make sure to hit the notification bell so you get notifications whenever new videos come out and whenever I do new live streams. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. PayPal recently banned me due to the nature of my activities, they said. Now, I'm just a journalist reporting the truth about what's happening in Sweden, and it seems like the left is trying to starve me financially to try and hinder me in my work in reporting what's actually happening in Sweden. Now, don't let the left stop real journalism. There is now a free speech alternative to PayPal called Maker Support. They only have one rule on their website, and that is the American First Amendment, free speech. They are an excellent free speech platform on which you can support content creators and journalists like me. You can either support me with a one-off donation on their website, or you can support me monthly, whichever you choose best. If you support me monthly with $10 or more, you will get credited in my videos. Of course, if you want to stay anonymous, that's completely fine as well. But anything is highly appreciated and helps me keep going, producing more content and news like this. So anything is highly appreciated. Please consider supporting me out on Maker Support. And I'll leave the links in the description below. And here goes the credit list for my wonderful supporter who supported me on Maker Support, and also on Patreon. I do have Patreon as well, but I prefer Maker Support since they are a free speech alternative. But everyone who supports me on Maker Support and Patreon with $10 or more get credited in my videos. So here's a shout out to my excellent supporters.